Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order. Pursuant to the Illinois Attorney General's guidance to public bodies in the Open Meetings Act during the COVID-19 pandemic dated July 2nd, 2020, county board members may participate without being physically present. There's my phone, sorry, in compliance with the established provisions. Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Chaplin.
Here.
Desart. Hart.
Here.
Ozog.
Here.
Tornatori.
Here.
Zay.
Okay, I'm sorry, my house phone will stop ringing in 1 second. Do we have any public comment today?
No.
Okay. Chairwoman's remarks. I thank you, Angela, for arranging it. I'm planning to visit the Woodridge facility in the next week or so, so I'll look forward to that. Learned a lot when I went to Nordic last month, so otherwise, no public comment. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the March 16th meeting?
So Chaplin. Or second Chaplin.
Okay. Any comments, questions, changes to the minutes? Okay, hearing none, can we have a roll call to approve the minutes, please?
Tornatori.
Aye.
Chaplin.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Ozog.
Aye. Okay, number 6, may I have a motion to approve a transfer of $65,000 for cleaning supplies for facilities management?
So moved, Chaplin.
Second, Hart.
Thank you. Any discussion about this? Okay, hearing none, can we have a roll call?
Chaplin.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Ozog.
Aye.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Okay, next up, consent items. I'd like to have a motion to combine items A through Z.
So moved, Chaplin.
Second, Hart.
Okay, roll call to combine.
Chaplin.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Ozog.
Aye.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Zay.
Aye.
Okay, I'd now like a motion to approve consent items A through Z, which are all contract closing items.
So moved, Chaplin.
Second, Zick.
Thank you. We are closing contracts with Bell Fuels, Atlas Copco, FH Passion, Interstate Power Systems, GB Lead Services, Nolan Sales Corporation, Ratio Architect, Midwest Environmental, Cone Incorporated, WM Corporate Services, Wiesbrook Sheet Metal, Wunderlich Malek, Verizon Wireless, Supply Works, Stewart Spreading Incorporated, Polydyne Incorporated, the Pep Boys, Mid-America Water Incorporated, Garden Denver Nash LLC, Alpha Laval Incorporated, Alexander Chemical Corporation, Core and Nain LP, Corallo Engineers Incorporated, AT&T, Advanced Auto Parts, and Underground Pipe and Valve Company. Can I have a motion to approve the closure of these contracts?
So moved, Zick.
Second Chaplin.
Any discussion of any of these? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Zay.
Aye.
Chaplin.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Ozog.
Aye.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Okay, next, I would like a motion to approve payment of claims for public works and facilities management.
So moved, second Chaplin.
Okay, anybody have any discussion about these? Any comments? Hearing none, can we have a roll call to approve, please?
Zay.
Aye.
Chaplin.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Ozog.
Aye.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Okay, next we have 2 sole source contracts to talk about. I move for the I would like a motion to approve recommendation for the approval of a contract to Metropolitan Industries Incorporated to provide pump repairs, replacement pump parts, and replacement Metropolitan parts as needed for the county campus for facilities management for the period April 14th, 2021 through April 13th, 2023 for a total contract amount not to exceed $60,000.
So moved, Chaplin.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion about this contract item? Hearing none, may we have a roll call, please?
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day.
Aye.
Okay, second sole source item. I move for approval of 2021-34, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Dryden Equipment Incorporated for the purchase of a liquid polymer blending system to enhance the dewatering efficiency of thickening units at the Woodridge Green Valley Treatment Facility for a contract total amount not to exceed $28,255.
So moved.
So moved Chaplin. Or second Chaplin.
Okay, any discussion, comments, questions about this item? Okay, hearing none, can we have a roll call to approve?
Day,
Aye.
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Okay, next up, we have a couple of bid awards. I would like to discuss number A. I'd like a motion to approve recommendation FMP 007321, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Thompson Electronics Company for preventative maintenance, testing, and repair of the Edwards Systems Technology fire panels for the county campus for facilities management for the 2-year period, April 14th, 2021 through April 13th, 2023, for a contract total amount not to exceed $121,500 per lowest responsible bid.
So moved.
So moved second Chaplin.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Does anyone have any discussion, questions about this item? Hearing none, I'll roll call to approve, please.
Day,
Aye.
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Okay, the next item is FMP 007421, recommendation for the approval of a contract to AMP Grease Trappers Incorporated for sanitary grease trap and storm basin pumping, jetting, and cleaning as needed for the county campus for facilities management for a period April 14, 2021 through April 13, 2022 for a total contract amount not to exceed $124,060. $73.25 for animal services, $17,550 for division of transportation, and $99,185 for facilities management per the lowest responsible bid.
So moved Chaplin.
Second Desart.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and any discussion, questions? Okay, hearing none, roll call.
Chaplin,
Greg.
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day.
Aye.
Okay, we have several action items. The first one is a change order. I'd like a motion to approve amendment to resolution DTP 002221 issued to Acela Incorporated for a 2-year subscription service agreement for software integration between Acela online permitting software and Bluebeam plan review software for the Division of Transportation, Stormwater Management, Building and Zoning, and Public Works to update the governing agreement terms of service with no change in the county cost.
So moved Chaplin.
Second Desart.
Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day.
Aye.
Okay, item B, DTP 007521, recommendation for the approval of a contract of Vulcan Construction Materials LLC to furnish and deliver coarse and fine aggregates as needed for the Division of Transportation, $30,000, and Public Works, $70,000. Contract total not to exceed $100,000.
So moved Chaplin.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day.
Aye.
Okay, next item is FMP 007621, recommendation for the approval of a contract to ComEd for electric utility distribution services for the connected county facilities for facilities management for the period April 14th, 2021 through April 30th, 2024 for a contract amount not to exceed $3 million per ILCS competitive bids, not suitable for competitive bids, public utility. $2,176,845 for facilities management, $10,850 for animal services, $545,389.60 for care center, $90,238.90 for the Division of Transportation, and $176,675.98 for the Health Department.
So moved, Chaplin.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion about this item? Before I go any further, though, Nick, you have item number 12, informational, and I assume that's regarding this.
Well,
Madam Chair, I had-
two different items. So the informational is for the bid that we did for electricity, providing electricity. The ComEd one you have is for distribution only. We have
Okay.
no choice on that. We are obligated to use ComEd for that.
Okay. Member Desart.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank Nick Kottmeyer and company for saving us over $300,000 a year with this bid.
Bob Lilligren's kind of the expert in our electricity bidding. I mean, he's definitely one of the best at it. But like I said, the ComEd that's fixed pricing, we have no choice. But the bid that is an informational, yeah, we did very well this year. Very happy with it.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll wait to hear about that in a minute. Do we have any other comments or discussion about this item? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Stornatori,
Aye.
Zay.
Aye.
Okay, and last on our action items, DTP 008821, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Ozinga Ready Mix Concrete Incorporated to furnish and deliver Portland cement concrete as needed for the Division of Transportation and Public Works for the period April 14th, 2021 through April 13th, 2022, for a contract total not to exceed $90,000 per lowest responsible bid.
So moved, Chaplin.
Okay, we have our motion and our second, Angela.
Yeah.
Okay, any discussion on this contract item? Okay, hearing none, a roll call, please.
Chaplin,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak.
Aye.
Stornatori,
Aye.
Zay.
Okay, and Nick, I will now turn this over to you and we will clarify what we voted on versus what you're going to talk to us about.
No problem. So we recently opened the bid for our electricity provider. It was we got a single bid, AEP Energy. We looked at it, we vetted it, and the pricing was definitely superior to what we've had before, and we had good pricing before. What we ended up doing was locking in 36 months of fixed pricing, so we have budget stability for the next 3 years, and overall, based upon the rates, it's about a $300,000 reduction, a little bit over that. And it really, the whole thing boils down to Bob Lilligren. I mean, the Public Works Committee and Stormwater Committee, because they deal with him a lot, they know what he's saved this county. But I just want to, it's probably some of his last bid he does because he's retiring soon. He's been here for a long time. But my guess is over the course of what he's done with electricity and utility bids, probably saved the county several tens of millions of dollars over the course of his career. He's considered pretty much the expert in the industry. Other municipalities across the state actually call him to figure out how he gets the bids he does, but does a wonderful job for the county. We've been very lucky, and this bid is a testament to that.
Anyone have any other comments, questions for Nick about this item? And I want to reiterate what Nick has said about Bob. That's certainly a wonderful career and wonderful accomplishment for us as well, the taxpayers of DuPage County. Thank you. Okay, next up, we have a discussion about the Heritage Gallery. I'm going to turn this over to Member Desart.
Thank you, Chairwoman. The little group that I've been meeting with for over a year now, about a year and a half, we'd just like to know if this committee would like to separate the Red Grange exhibit, allowing the Hindman auction house to keep and sell only the 2 items that have a minor value, which are the scrapbook, estimated at like $300 to $500, and the All-American Trophy, estimated around $5,000. And secondly, would this committee allow Hindman to remove the Billy Graham Bible for evaluation? So those 2 things, I would kind of like to feel your pulse, the pulse of this committee. Thank you.
And just a little bit of an update. So we did get, and I think we did notify the committee. Hinman came back, the Red Grange jersey and sportswear was not authentic. So it really has minimal, if any, value. So we're only talking about the remaining items within the collection down in the Heritage Gallery. And we don't get the. And I would remind the committee, currently we have an agreement in place with the people who originally owned those exhibits that preclude us from selling anything. So we would have to, if we did decide to move forward, it would take renegotiation of existing agreements that we have with that organization. Madam Chairman, I think Sam, I'm not sure if you see him, he's got a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Member Torrentor.
Okay, I would be opposed to it for 4 reasons. One, we have an agreement which, my understanding, and just talking to the state's attorney, precludes us from selling it. Number 2, I don't think the amount of money that we're talking about here is worth the bad optics that we're going to have from selling something which was donated to us, even if we could do it. And more, just as importantly, I think those items are part of our heritage. And I'm not in favor of eliminating anything that's down there right now, but adding to it. I just don't understand why it would benefit this county at all to receive a paltry sum of money for something that, if a half a dozen people think is important, is going to make us look bad. So I would be adamantly opposed to selling any of it.
Thank you, Member Tornatori. Would you like to know the value of the Billy Graham Bible, though? Wouldn't that be a benefit to know the value at least?
No, it makes no difference to me, because I don't think that it has. I think it's something that ought to stay there regardless of the value, and I don't know that it's something that we can sell. So my reasons apply to everything that's down there. We have an agreement in place that if we were to sell anything for whatever reason, we'd have to renegotiate the agreement. I just got that information from the state's attorney. Aside from that, the money, again, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, which might be worth the capital that we would expend from a public perception of selling something that was given to us. And again, more globally, and Dawn, I applaud you. I think it's terribly important that things that are relevant, that aren't there, ought to be brought into the Heritage Gallery. First woman voting, Underground Railroad, let's bring it in. So let's put some fresh paint on it. Let's move the furniture around, but let's not eliminate things that bring us to the heritage and the history that we have right now. Let's add to it. I talked to Nick, we got plenty of space. So we've got all kinds of room to bring in any number of things which are important to the people you've worked with and, others. I mean, the Historical Society, I assume you talked to them as well.
Absolutely.
But, I think it's terribly important that we incorporate as many of these things as possible and add to it, as opposed to pick and choose which things we want to eliminate. I just don't think that the optics of it speak well for us. And again, as a lawyer, I got to go back to what the contract says. If it says we can't sell it, I'm going to assume that we can't sell it. So I would definitely oppose to selling any of these.
Yeah, And I appreciate your words, Sam. I really appreciate what you've said, but I just wanted to clarify for transparency that we have said all along for several months now that if we did sell one of the pieces, the contract would have to be rewritten and renegotiated. We've been saying that for months. So I just want to clarify that for transparency, that the state's attorney didn't just say that today. We've known that for months. So,
Yeah,
but thank you.
No, I'm aware of that. Again, the contract says, it has always said, we can't sell it. So, like any other contract, anything can be renegotiated if that's what we decide to do. But again, I don't see any upside, quite frankly, from even attempting to go into a renegotiation, not only because of the bad optics, and because I think it's part of our history. So those are my reasons.
I'd like to comment on Mr. Member Torrentori's remarks. I'm really having a problem with the idea even of getting the Bible assessed, because if it does turn out to have very significant value, it would seem to me that with Billy Graham's connection to Wheaton College, it would be really difficult I don't see how we could sell it. I think that it would have to be donated to Wheaton College, and I can see Sam use the word optics. Just not a positive thing where we've got possession of it and people can see it, whatever, but I'm just not, I don't think it's worth the issues that it might raise. And another idea might be to have, and keep much of what's down there in terms of our progression, our history since 1834, but we could also consider doing a revolving set of displays where you could bring in some of the things that Sam talked about, first woman to vote so much earlier on than
We have considered that. We are considering.
a rotating type of display might be something worth considering.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any other
Yeah,
comments?
well, yeah, and I would tend to agree about maybe selling the things off. I like the idea of adding to the display. I think that's a really great idea. And I love Chair Ozog's idea about having rotating displays. One example, I think the first woman to vote and why can't I think of her? Martin, was it Martin in Lombard? I think, having that display permanently and about the Underground Railroad permanently at the county might be very nice. Or I don't know what other displays Member Dessart was having in mind, but I think having those permanently there. But, we could rotate in and out things like Juneteenth, right? Because I know, for example, I was talking with Michael Childress from the NAACP, and he has a lot of memorabilia collected through all the years about Juneteenth. So we could always bring in special displays as well. I like that idea. And I love having permanent, because I think there are some things that are very permanent that should, be in that gallery. So I think adding to it is a really great suggestion.
You could have a prominent area and offer various community groups either a quarterly or half year change in there, and change it out quarterly, half year, and we could invite all sorts of groups.
Once COVID is over.
Yes, but we could, all sorts of community groups, schools, any number of opportunities would discuss really DuPage then and DuPage now. So it could be updated graphics, that kind of thing. So it's not, but we can continue this discussion. Does anyone have any other comments for Member Dessart?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Yeah, just again, if we are going to think about, we really haven't seen a blueprint of what the idea is. We're kind of getting this bits and pieces. I mean, if we're going to get rid of any of these displays, I would think the first people we would want to contact, like you said, Wheaton College, obviously for Billy Graham, but the DuPage Historical Museum. I mean, if we're going to do anything, I'd rather donate the items to them and let them have them. And I'm just concerned that we have a conflict here, because we have some board members that are concerned about security here at the county complex and in this building, but then we're going to be building exhibits where we're asking people to come into the building. So where do we find a middle ground on that?
Well, the public will still be entering the building no matter what kind of security increase do that. So that's easily managed, I think.
Well, I know, but that Heritage Gallery sits around all windows there, open windows at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, we've heard from board members worried about, other security issues. I mean, are we gonna do anything to reinforce those windows, to do something else? I mean, that's, I'd just like to know what the big picture is at this point before we start, giving things away or doing something else. I agree with adding on and doing rotating. I think that's a great idea. I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable with it, that, we're not making any other board members feel insecure because we're opening up an exhibit in the middle of the building there.
That exhibit's been there for 30 years, so I don't think we have to worry about something that already exists. So I think we'll move forward, continue this discussion. Is there any other comment that anyone would like to add?
2 words, Billy Williams, don't forget, Don, Billy Williams, Hall of Fame Cub, we need him.
Why
Got
not? Very good. Anyone have any other comments? Okay, thank you all for this, and continue to discuss any comments you may have direct toward Member Desart. Any old business today? Any new business? Okay, hearing neither old or new business, I would like a motion to adjourn.
So move, Chaplain.
Second to start.
And may we have a roll call, please?
Chaplain,
Aye.
Desart,
Aye.
Hart,
Aye.
Bozak,
Aye.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Take care.
Yeah.